Good morning and welcome. It's the 18th, Friday, of course, July 2025. This is Wake Up Marjorie. My name is Mike Messikeno. President Bola Tinubu has renamed the University of Maiduguri as Muhammadu Buhari University. This was disclosed at an expanded Federal Executive Council meeting held in honor of the former president who died last Sunday. TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akonde reports.
An unusual Federal Executive Council meeting held in the presidential villa. This one was solemn, with an outpouring of tributes for a man who once sat in council as President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu used the paraphernalia of state to give his predecessor, friend and compatriot a national burial. Here in the council chamber, representatives from the family of former President Muhammadu Buhari listened to the odes and eulogies used to describe a man that dedicated more than half of his entire life to the service of the country.
His life was a rebuke to vice and a refuge for virtue. The purity of his private character gave radiance to the discipline and integrity of his public service.
Everyone agrees with President Bola Tinubu when he said the former president was not perfect, but honorable. President Buhari was described as a principled man whose loyalty to the country is not in doubt.
He was not flamboyant, far from it. His voice was measured, his steps deliberate, his public demeanor austere.
He was devoted to family and steadfast in his Islamic faith. His humor and humility softened his disciplined exterior. Buhari's belief in the brevity of life.
Now, former Liberian President George Weah paid his respect to the former President Muhammadu Buhari. He arrived at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja to sign the condolence register. He was received by the ministry's Chief of Protocol, Mr. Wahab Akande. In a press statement, Mr. Weah acknowledged the late president's contributions to his leadership and governance in Liberia. He extended his sympathy to the Nigerian government and people on the loss of a strong and visionary leader.
He was a very good person to me, and he was a kind man, one that helped my leadership to be successful, and I respect him a whole lot. So I thought I should come and sympathize. He was a great leader, a strong leader, one that believed in Africa, and I wanted to see Africa and African are great, and we follow him.
The White House yesterday announced that President Donald Trump is suffering from a chronic vein condition after days of speculation regarding photographs showing bruising on the president's hand. After recently experiencing swelling in his legs, Trump underwent a comprehensive exam, including a diagnostic vascular study, according to White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. Ms. Leavitt said Trump's bruised hand was consistent with tissue damage from frequent handshaking while taking aspirin, which she said is part of a standard cardiovascular prevention regimen. Mr. Trump has regularly touted his good health and once described himself as the healthiest president that's ever lived. The vein condition discovered in the recent exam is called chronic venous insufficiency, which occurs when leg veins fail to pump blood to the heart, causing it to pull in the lower limbs, which can then become swollen.